This is a coconut palm. This is on the edge of the twin tongue of San Ignacio and Santa Elena, right before dusk. So this is a Supa. This is also a relative to, I do believe it's a relative to the coconut and Cohune palm. The Cohune palm is definitely a relative to the coconut. This right here is a termite mound. Whenever you're out camping or anywhere and you have biting bugs and you stumble across a termite mound, get in and break off a couple pieces and you can light it on fire, and it's a natural repellent that will get rid of all biting bugs. I look like there's a huge stalk. I don't know what it's called, with nuts on it, but just a little information is that Cohune oil producers and potential factories do exist in Belize, but make a mental note that those companies are not large. They're not large factories and stuff. They are tiny. I can't even see the the thing that carries the nut. And then another mental note: the Cohune palm is a relative to the coconut, but it's also a species that is primarily found in Mesoamerica and the Caribbean. So the Cohune oil is still being produced and sold in Belize within a few families and companies actively involved in the production and distribution of the Cohune oil. Cohune oil is also being produced in a region known as Flowers Bank, Toledo, and Cayo district as well. Make a mental note that there are several different families within those areas that I call out, or district that I call out. I don't know where Flowers Bank is, and I did not think about Googling or trying to figure out which district Flowers Bank is in. But within those same district, there are other families that are also producing it as well. And it seems like there are a couple Garifuna families that are doing it, but for the most, it's stating that most of the families that are making it are of Mayan descent. Plus, there is one family slash factory that's producing organic virgin Cohune oil in Toledo district. Cohune oil is primarily manufactured and used in 3 Maya countries or communities within Central America. This would be Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras. So I guess this is what the nut is going on. Note that the shell is extremely hard and difficult to get the nut out, but once you do, here I was able to find an old one. So this is, it has an outer shell just like the coconut. This would be it. And then once you take this off, then there's a hard shell on the inside that's protecting the nut as well. What you can do with the byproduct of this is the same shell or trash, outer trash, and the hard nut casing You can use that to grill and barbecue with, and it adds a great aroma. If you put it dry, you can also soak both of them in water prior to cooking or grilling or BBQing, and it adds a sweet aroma to your food, a nutty flavor. Health benefits is extremely healthy for you due to the fact that it was created by God, Mother Earth. Any types of oil that comes from Mother Earth, it has amazing health and nutrition benefit when it's being consumed by humans. The nut itself can be sold on its own if you're not making the oil. Here's a better one. And actually, you have to, when you're processing the oil, you have to use the nut that looks like this, that are a little bit drier. I'll see if I take these with me and see if I can find somewhere where I can break them open and see if the nuts on the inside is still good or not. This is an even fresher one. It was pretty warm, humid and hot. It's pretty breezy this evening as the sun sets. There's some parakeets. I could not have ended better. I could not have predicted that right there. They blend in with the flour so perfectly. So an untrained eye like me, I can't track them, and I saw where they landed. These two, the Supa and these Cohune, if you can find them, along with the termites, are also great when you catch them on fire. You get a fire going, and these also keep bugs away because they take a long time to burn off. And then the shell and the husk do produce a type of oil. So those are three items right there that you can use or utilize when camping. If you stumble across them, manage to catch them on fire, and they're a natural bug repellent. They will keep the bugs away. Another thing, when you're doing this, you got to make sure you find a surface that has a cup-like um, area. Otherwise, it becomes a torpedo, and if it hits you, it will hurt. I haven't found any surface that has like a cupping-like area that can hold half of the nut, so I'm not gonna try. Because I've gotten whacked by them before and they hurt like hell. They even break the skin. We do work for like, shares, and comments. Also remember to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share it and forward it as well. Check out the about section as well. There's also membership available. This video was made in Cayo district on the western part of the great nation of Belize, by the way. I will attempt at trying it right here. One whack and it broke open, but this is super duper old, so it ratted out. And like I said, these are great items that you can add to your grill pit. This is the outer husk or outer shell. Oh wow, I scored, jackpot. See, this is the other part of it. It has two shells. This is the hard shell. And like I said, you can add this to your grill, your pit. When you're barbecuing, you just soak it in water depending on what you're aiming or going for. And like I said, it adds a sweet, nutty flavor to your food, to the product that you're grilling or BBQing. I'm stating that as like, this could be like a byproduct, like all the trash. Those things can be bagged and processed and used as another way of generating income or creating a business as well. Unfortunately, that has expired. Stumbled across it way too late. But that's just to give you an idea of what it looks like. The white part of it, the clear looking section. I have one more. Let's see if I'll get lucky. Two fails right there. Again, try until you succeed. I'm trying to hold it and whack it, and it still hurts. But this is a primitive way of doing it. They do have a machine that can extract it at a much rapid pace. Alright, I gave it some serious whack. And ta-da! It looks like this one is good and healthy. For all those people who love almond joy, that's exactly what it smells like. Oh, heavenly. I will say though that it's pretty dry. I mean, it's like eating paper. The only difference is that once you're chewing on it, the oil, the aroma, it has like, the oil is like a paste between the coconut oil. I like to mess around with my stuff, so I mix maybe 75% with coconut oil and 20 to 25, 30% olive oil. That's the oil-like flavor you have in the mouth, the aftertaste, or while you're chewing it, that's what you get from it. And it's just like the coconut, like this outer shell here, this brown shell. If you can extract that, then it tastes even better, because I think part of it being dry has to do with this part as well, because this coconut does the same thing as well. And you rip open a whole coconut, it has the same brown outer skin and the white meat on the inside with water. And that's what it looks like when you try to peel it off or peel this section off. And look at it, it's rich with oil on the inside. Yeah, actually the white part, it's the white part eats more like paper, and then this outer crust has a little bit sweeter flavor and taste to it. So I guess the white part of it is what's drier. So you can find the Cohune palm in southern parts, well, in Mexico and South America. It says the palm is not commercialized based on the fact that the difficulty of extracting the nut from the palm is so difficult. It says there's no Caribbean countries that are producing the Cohune palm oil. It says that you can find the Cohune palm in Caribbean countries or nations, and the only one that I could find or is listed is Cuba. I found out that this is not a nut, it's a fruit. So this palm grows, it's known to be grown in, you can find it in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Panama,